Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is the new Samsung Galaxy Note 9, which, as you can see, looks a lot like the Note 8. So this year's Note is more of an iterative upgrade, so people don't seem quite as hyped about it. But don't let that fool you, because this is an incredible phone with some crazy specs. So the big upgrades are the new processor. We've got the Snapdragon 845, along with either 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, and 128 or a whopping 512 gigabytes of storage, depending on which model you go for. Pair that with a micro SD card, and you could have up to 1 terabyte of storage on your phone. That's pretty crazy. The camera's been updated too. It now uses the same variable aperture dual lens setup you get on the Galaxy S9 Plus, so that's f1.5 to 2.4, which makes it much better for taking photos in low light. It can now also shoot 4K 60 video, plus we get some fancy new camera AI features. Samsung's also upgraded the S Pen for your scribbles and your drawings, and because it now supports Bluetooth, you can actually control the Note 9 remotely, which lets you take photos or control your PowerPoint slides. But for me, the big deal here is the battery. Samsung have packed in a massive 4,000 mAh cell. That's the same as the Huawei P20 Pro, which has one of the best batteries on any phone right now, and a huge upgrade from the Note 8's fairly meager 3,300 mAh battery. So we should be looking at a solid 2-day battery life on the Note 9. Other changes include a slightly bigger screen. It's a 6.4-inch Quad HD Plus Super AMOLED panel, so it's 0.1 inches bigger than last year. But the phone is the same size overall, as Samsung have shrunk the bezels a little bit, although you'd be hard-pressed to notice. They've also moved the fingerprint reader. It's now below the cameras, which makes it much easier to reach. The iris scanner has been merged into the front selfie camera, so the top bezel is a little bit cleaner. And it's great to see they've kept the headphone jack, the IP68 water resistance rating, and support for fast and wireless charging. And there's 2 new colors, lilac and blue, which both look really good, although personally I think I go with the blue. Samsung's DeX also makes a return, so you can plug the Note 9 into a monitor via the USB-C port and use it more like a desktop PC. So if you're more of a pro user and perhaps use your phone as your hub, this is a really cool feature. Actually using the phone feels much the same as before, albeit now we've got Android 8.1. It's fast, it's responsive, it's a Samsung phone. There's nothing really here that's going to blow you away, but it's a solid upgrade all round, and as I say, I'm really pleased Samsung are now confident enough to put a much bigger battery in it. So the selling point of the Note 9 over, say, the S9 Plus is, well, just everything is bigger. Bigger screen, bigger battery, bigger storage capacity, and of course we get the S Pen. To be honest, I was never really that bothered about the S Pen until I used it on last year's Note 8. Now I really miss it on other phones. Being able to just pop it out, jot some notes or a grocery list using the screen off memo, or maybe taking screenshots and capturing GIFs of certain parts of the screen, it's surprisingly useful, and I use it way more than I thought I would. And since it now supports Bluetooth, it's even better. Reading the spec sheet, this has everything a power user would want in a phone. So while it may look almost the same and feel familiar to use, it is a solid upgrade all round. As you would expect though, this thing is not cheap. The 6 gig of RAM with 128 gigs of storage model will set you back £900 or $930, with the 8 gig of RAM and 512 storage selling for $1,100. That's an awful lot of money. So that's just a quick hands-on with the new Note 9. Make sure you do subscribe, as I'll have a full review coming soon, as well as battery and camera comparisons. And let me know what you make of the Note 9 in the comments. Are you considering buying it? And which model and color would you go for? Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chap.